Hey, good afternoon. How's everybody doing? Today is Friday, and I got real busy doing some other stuff, but I'm still gonna make some tippies today, and I wanna make uh, a step by step on how I do it. Uh, this is what they look like, and this is what we're working with. We have this planks broken down on this side. We broke down that pallet that I had. He's just trying to cut those. We decided to cut those 2x4s in half. This here are the 2x4s they had the planks on them, and we decided to cut them in half so we can make one teepee out of this right here. We're making two teepees right now. We're gonna make them real quick. We're using this scrap lumber and this here. This is a lot thinner, but it's gonna work. We're just gonna cut it to the same length, but we're gonna cut it here, and then we're gonna cut them in half. That way we could be able to use. We'll make one teepee out of this. This will be for one side, cut in half. One on this side, one on that other side, and we'll fill it up with planks. These are the planks that we're gonna be using, and let's get right to it. We're gonna cut this in half real quick. Okay, here we go. We got them all cut up. Now they're not straight, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to look pretty. The planks will make it look pretty. Besides, you're using this part of it too. So, all right, let me just put them together pretty much. Stack them up. I still got to make another cut up here. Actually, let me get this set up for you. I got to make a cut here in order for them to be flat on both sides. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, so what I mean is I measured 23 inches from one end to the other, the inside. You mind showing me, Junior?
Yeah.
So you put the measuring tape on the inside and on this side, right at 23. That's how wide I want them at the bottom. And up here, making little X, I make sure that I align each corner of each board. And I'm gonna be cutting this piece on this side and that piece on that side. That way they could be a flat triangle. I'll show you once it's done. Here we go. I went on and nailed it. So I cut the tips on it, the corners on it. That way it could just be a straight triangular shape. That way you'll put pallets. The top pallet is gonna nail onto this one and to this, nail onto this one and to this one too. So it'll make it a little more solid. Anyways, next step is doing the same to all of those. 23 inches at the bottom, and cut the top corners off, and let's get it done. Okay, we got all four sides, or all four for what would this be, you know, the support for the teepees nailed up and cut up. Now the next thing is the how wide we want, and I like them at 18 and 1/4, 18 inches and 1/4, or almost 1/4. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut planks at that. What I'm gonna do is cut the planks that are gonna go on the top. The top ones first, and then the bottom one, because I don't want to be measuring too many. You know, I'm just gonna measure one, and I'll cut the top one. Then I like to cut the bottom one, so I place the top one on this side and on this side. So that'll be 4 pieces, right? I mean 2 pieces, one on this side, one on this side, and I'll have that other side on it. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so I nailed in the first 2 planks on top. Oh man, we messed up on this one. That's supposed to be the other side, because my cut wasn't that straight, but it's cool. So now on this side, I like to measure the inside of it, because this side is gonna be the legs at the bottom. You want it to be at the same distance as up here. That's just extra. You don't have to do this. I just like to do this so it could look a little more symmetrical. So we have 14 inches, about 14 inches up here. That's the same distance I want to do down here. It's a little a little off, but I want it to be right at 14 inches. And I'll show you once I nail this one in. Okay, so we got the first 4 planks at the bottom, 2 at the bottom, 2 at the top, just so we can have an idea of how we're gonna apply the other ones. You don't have to this kind of stabilizes it, and you can work a lot easier like this. You don't have to worry about starting from the top to the bottom or from the bottom to the top. All you got to do now is fill in the space. You can leave as much space as you want in between them. Here, you can leave some space in between them so you could save planks. But I personally like to fill it up, just so you can stop the water. You know, whenever it's windy and the wind's blowing and it's raining at the same time, the water will get in there and it will get them wet. So this right here keeps them dry, nice and dry. So we're gonna finish her up, and I'll show you the end product. All right, guys, we're done with this teepee. I wanted to show y'all what I do whenever I put the top one and then I put the bottom one. Whenever I put the bottom and then the top plank, I get them measured to the right measurements. For instance, this one is 18 inches, around 18 inches. So I put the top one and the bottom one, and then the rest of the planks, I just start nailing them as I go. I don't measure them. And then I just come around with the skill saw and get another plank and align it with the bottom one, and then align it with the top one. Like so. So pretty much you'll have your wood sticking out like this, right? I'll come in and hold this, please, so I could just show the big. Just kind of hold it there. So the one I'm holding, that one right there, both sides. You know, so let's pretend that board. So the top one I measure it, the bottom one I measure, and then this one's I just start nailing them on. I line them on this side real good, and then I start nailing them down. This one, put this one, this one, this one, and then I come around with another plank and align it with the bottom one on this side, align it with the top one, and then I mark it with a pencil all the way down, and then I just cut it with the skill saw. You know, I wanted to show y'all that, but it was getting dark on me. I got busy. I wanted to get them done. I wanted to get a lot of them done, but it takes a while stopping and record, figure out what I'm gonna say. But yeah, that's pretty much the steps on it. You grab a 2x4, one of those 2x4 pieces, cut it in half, and have a 1x1, and just place it up here. You don't necessarily have to make it to where it sticks out to the side. You don't have to do that, but you know, I kind of like it so they could see it, and then they'll get out right up there. But this one, I'm just gonna put this one here. I'm gonna nail it down. Well, maybe not, because it's not gonna reach. You want to make sure it reaches this board and this part of the frame. That way you can nail your top piece, your 1x1. And that's pretty much a teepee, wooden teepee. I got the other one on that side. I didn't get to do it. Like I said, it takes a while, but see this one, I filled it up the same way on the back. We made this one a little lighter. There you go. Save yourself about 50 bucks. It's fun to do and cheap, free. I mean, just takes a little bit of time, but you save a lot of money. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you guys like my design, and maybe y'all could use it on y'all's yard. Yeah, have a good night.